Hi everyone, let's do all about the number. Miss Greer chose 69 this week. 69 is an odd number. It cannot be divided evenly into groups of 2. The number before 69 is 68. 68 is an even number because it can be divided into groups of 2 evenly. The number after 69 is 70. 70 is also an even number because it can also be divided into groups of 2 evenly. If you were going to write 69 in word form, you would spell it out 69. These are 10 frames, and we count those by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. These are tally marks. Tally marks we count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, and 69. These are bushels. Bushels are measured by weight, but we count ours by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, and 69. Now remember, I told you that 69 is an odd number. Numbers that end in 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 are odd numbers. None of those numbers can be divided evenly into 2s. 68 and 70 were both even numbers. Those numbers can be divided evenly by 2s. All even numbers end in 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. So let's talk about some money. Our first coin is a quarter. A quarter is worth 25 cents. Our next coin is a dime. A dime is worth 10 cents, and if you were counting a bunch of dimes, you could count those by tens. Our next coin is a nickel. A nickel is worth 5 cents. And if you were counting nickels, you could count those by fives. Now remember, a nickel is smaller, fits right there inside that quarter. A nickel is smaller than a quarter in size. And this is our penny, and a penny is worth 1. If you were going to count pennies, you would count those by ones. Let's look at our clock. Now remember, our long hand is always the minute hand, and the short hand is always the hour hand. If the minute hand was on 12, it would always mean o'clock. If the minute hand was on 3, it would always mean 15. If the minute hand was on 6, it would mean 30, and remember, some people say half past the hour. And then if the minute hand was on 9, it would mean 45. So let's do some time. If the hour hand is on the 10 and the minute hand is on the 12, that would be 10 o'clock. And as the minute hand ticks around to the 3, that would be 10:15. And you see that the hour hand is gradually moving around as well. And then as we tick around to the 6, it would be 10:30. And it's almost in between the 10 and the 11. Or as some people say, half past the hour, or half past 10, because it's halfway around the clock. And then as we continue to tick up to the 9, it would be 10:45. Now you can see how close that hour hand is getting to 11 because it's closer to 11 o'clock now. So right now the time is 10:45. And then if we around to the 12, it would be 11 o'clock. Now remember, each one of these numbers around the clock is worth 5. There are 60 minutes in an hour. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. So if we took our minute hand and we put it here, because it was 11 o'clock, and we're going to move it to the 1, it would be 5 minutes after 11. And if we moved it to the 2, it would be 10 minutes after 11, 15 minutes after 11, or 11:15. The 4 would be 20 minutes after 11, or 11:20. The 5 would be 25, which would be 11:25, or 25 minutes after 11, 11:30, or half past. Then the 7 would be 35, 11:35, or 35 minutes after 11, 11:40, or 40 minutes after 11, 11:45, or 45 minutes after 11, 11:50, or 50 minutes after 11, 11:55, or 55 minutes after 11, and then we are back around to the hour, and it would be straight up 12 o'clock. All right, guys, have a great rest of your week. I will see you next time.